You ready?
Yeah, good. That's so loud.
And you guys do the app? That's awesome.
What's up? Welcome back to another vehicle. In this video, I'm going to give you pros and cons on my 15 years experience in working at a car dealership. My name's Danny, and I've been working on cars since I was 16 years old. On this channel, I do vehicle repairs and custom accessory installs. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. Welcome to the channel.
You seem to know something I don't.
So today's kind of a bittersweet day. I'm on my way to the dealership now, and you can see these containers behind me. Today's my last day. I'll be maybe putting in about a half a day and then pulling in my truck and loading up my tools, and it'll be on to the next journey. Pros and cons of working for a car dealership. The intention of this video isn't to knock working for a car dealership. It's just my experience I had for working for car dealerships along the way. 15 years experience working for car dealerships, and I thought I'd share my experience with some of the younger guys out there who are looking to get in this business, just to kind of give you a feel of what you're getting into. So let's begin with some pros of working for a dealer. You have customer pay jobs. With customer pay at a dealership, it's really easy to make money. You usually see the same repair over and over and over again. You're dealing with customer pay jobs, you can easily rack up hours and make a good week. Let me back up a little bit too. Stop saying If you're not familiar with flat rate, what that is when you basically you get paid by the amount of jobs you work on. So in other words, if 4 cars come in and you actually that's gotta be negative. More customer pay jobs than warranty in a day, you're gonna have a good day. Warranty work is good and only good when it is slow. If you're, say, around the holidays, work's gonna slow down a lot during the holidays. So when you can pull in a recall, a couple recalls in one day, you won't have as bad of a day. So you'll have a fairly decent day. So that's when warranty's good. That's the only time when warranty's good, but we'll get to that when we get to the negatives. Another pro I can think of is training. There's lots of training. In my opinion, I think it's way too much training, but I guess you can't never have too much knowledge. I will say dealerships need to do a better job at taking care of their mechanics when it comes to the training, rather than get your training done so I can get my incentive from it. Oh, but you're gaining knowledge. No, that's bullshit. Mechanics should get paid some kind of labor due to training, because it is benefiting you, but it's also benefiting the dealership. So that's how I feel about it. That's my opinion. If you don't like it, I don't really give a but that's just how it should be. The benefit to the training for you though is, you know, knowledge is power. Obviously you're getting all the newest technology and information dumped on you for free, so it does benefit you. You are expected to do it on your personal time and still turn wrenches in the shop, and to me I just think that's a little unfair. I think it should benefit both parties. Like, they're obviously, you know, getting a cut off these tests and certifications that you're getting. They should be an incentive. Like, when I go home, the last thing I feel like doing is sitting at my computer for 2 or 3 hours trying to learn about a damn, you know, a car that I don't even want to think about right now because I'm too busy being a dad or a husband. So if I'm needing to do that, pay me for my damn time, you know. You have different tech lines and life support. if you're dying on a car and the car's really kicking your ass, you can you have tons of resources by a click of a button. You have tech lines you can call, and there's usually a tech on the other line or a shop foreman who is right there, and they can help you to diagnose and fix the car. But either way, you have a lot of help to figure out what's wrong with it, as opposed to maybe like an independent shop where you might not have those resources. The OE scan tool you'll have access to at a dealership. Good thing about an OE scan tool is if you're doing like certain tests or maybe some kind of software update or something, you would be able to find it on an OE scan tool, where on a, say, Snap-on scanner, it may or may not have that option. So having an OE scan tool is a plus. The final pro I can probably think about, every manufacturer is required to have a certain amount of special tools in the shop. A new model comes out and it requires a special tool, chances are your dealership has that tool before the car even gets there. So that's another plus to working for a car dealership. All right, now let's get to the cons of working at a car dealership. Honestly, many of the reasons I don't work for a car dealership no more. Not saying working for a car dealership's bad, it just doesn't work for me, okay? So some of the cons from my experience that I've been through working for a car dealership, number one is warranty. Yeah, no, I know I said there's a benefit to warranty, it helps you when it's slow. That is the only benefit where warranty will help you. The negative of warranty is it don't pay jack shit. Okay, you have a job that warranty feels should take you 30 minutes to do, but in reality, because it's you working on it by yourself and not three freaking people with pen and paper trying to figure out how much time something should pay, it might take you an hour to complete this job, but yet you're going to get paid 30 minutes for it, you know, so you're going to lose there. Paperwork with warranty is an absolute pain in the ass. If you don't dot your I's and cross your T's frickin' perfectly, you get something called a chargeback. And what that is you'll complete a job, but because of that one little minor mistake you made in the paperwork, guess what? You just did the job for free because they're not going to pay you to do it. Bullshit. Punch times. If you don't clock in and clock off, even though you're on flat rate, you have to punch in and punch off for a warranty because they're anal about everything. If you don't punch in and punch off and run your specific time and codes, like there's different type of punch times, like non-time and all, you'll see that if you ever make it to a car dealership. But if you don't run those exactly perfect to the T, you're not getting paid for the job either. Now here's the part about it. You're thinking, oh, well, if I'm not getting paid, I'm not going to do the job. Well, guess what? It's not how it works. You've done the job a week ago. But then a week later, you get your time slip and you see a big minus sign there where they took that money from you. I guess because you didn't do your job legally, properly right, whatever. I don't know. Either way, that's one of the bullshit you deal with working for a dealership and why I choose independent. Of course, I've already explained like how you get paid X amount of dollars for warranty. If you don't, rather you finish the job in that time. My wife's getting a phone call. Rather you can finish the job and the amount of time warranty pays you to do the job is irrelevant. Regardless, it's going to pay you that amount no matter what. Even if it takes you 2 days, you're still getting paid that X amount of dollars. It doesn't matter what the reason is. So that's warranty. Working weekends, a lot of car dealerships are open 7 days a week now. I think that's a little absurd. A lot of guys don't mind because you like living at a dealership and maybe you don't have a life. But for me personally, I have a life. I'm not gonna work 7 days a week to make some other guy rich. I'm gonna put in my 5, maybe 6 days a week if I have to, of as much as I can. But Saturday and Sunday, I want off. That's just my opinion. I still need time to be a dad. I still need time to be a husband. So 5 days a week is plenty. But everybody looks at that different. You know, that's just my opinion. That's how I feel about it. And that's never going to change. 5 days a week and still make a good living. So to each your own. Working on the same brand over and over gets old. If you work for Audi dealership, you know, and you work on the same Audis day in and day out, for some people that's good. That's how they're good with that. For me, I just think it gets old after a while. I like the challenge of working on different things and different brands. It keeps things interesting, which keeps my day interesting, which makes my day go by quicker. So that would be a negative for me working at a car dealership, is constantly working on the same thing over and over. Noise complaints are probably one of the most irritating things to deal with, because you have a customer just paid for this $80,000 car, and it's got a rattle in the dash, and you have to figure it out. And guess what? If warranty don't cover it, chances are you're going to figure it out for free. And I guess the last thing I would say is the booker. You know, that can go either way. You can have a booker that's really good. A booker is the person who books all your tickets out by the end of the day. If once it's booked, that's when you actually get paid. Now, it doesn't really matter when they book it during the week, but when the last day of the pay period comes and you need all your hours in booked, a good booker would get all your hours booked and you get paid. There was times where a pay period go by and I still didn't get paid for all my jobs, and it's like, you know, you're told, oh, well, it'll be on the next pay period, don't worry about it. Well, guess what, motherfucker? I needed my money on this paycheck, because that's how it is, you know. Sometimes a booker could be really good, and sometimes a booker could really suck. So, yeah, a booker can really make a dealership, you know, in my opinion. All right, so that's pretty much all I got. That's what I experienced and been through, along with some other bullshit that I'm just gonna spare you of from other dealerships. But you want my true opinion? If you're gonna be in this business, go independent, because it's just way less stressful, and it's better. But you don't have to take my word for it. This is just, you know, some advice I'm throwing out there for all you new guys, you young guys that are getting into this business. You know, you don't know yet, you know, so this is just some knowledge I'm passing on to you. Take it, you know, with a grain of salt if you want. But I'm just putting this out there. So anyway, thanks for taking the time and listening to all my bullshit and watching this video. And hit that like button and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Later.